Hello, welcome back to Latte Hour. I hope you guys have been enjoying good cups of lattes. I have of late been enjoying iced latte. I normally like to get a hot latte with oat milk, and so yeah, it's a little bit of a change, but yeah, enjoying lattes. So today I wanted to go through several topics, one of the most important being the right and their ghetto leader. You know, it's so funny how folks on the right like to complain about certain folks saying that they're ghetto. However, the leader, or I'll say leaders that they're looking up to, have multiple baby mamas, and one of them happens to be an immigrant that most likely came here illegally. Isn't that just ghetto? I mean, most ghetto. So, anyways, the right and their ghetto leaders are starting to see the train wreck that they voted for. Um, the agency that is in charge of our weapons, the ones that you don't want getting into other folks' hands, they recently had mass layoffs due to efficiency by one of the ghetto leaders. So that was a hot ghetto mess. Sources say that there was a lot of confusion with the layoffs, and once the administration realized how important those folks' jobs were, they did attempt to rescind some of the layoffs. However, not all of the workers were able to be reached, and so it really just makes me feel unsafe, especially because I'm into watching a lot of people who prophesy, or watching mediums, people who can sort of see the future through dreams, or however their method is that they use. And one of the things that repeatedly comes up is that our country uh, will likely face an invasion. Now, like they always say, you know, we can switch timelines, but in the current moment, I'm seeing that we're still on that current timeline, that this country may face an invasion. I've also had my own thoughts about it, and if you saw one of my old latte hours, it does express why I think California is gonna be an entryway into. It does express why I think California is going to face the initial brunt of any sort of invasion. So I have had my own feelings about it, and this event here with the layoffs of certain employees in this energy agency really just brings this prophecy even closer, in my opinion. So yeah, to the right who wanted to vote against humanity, I hope that you all see that the ghetto leaders you voted for have no humanity for people. They just seem to be vengeful and inhumane people. So, yeah, good luck with that. It's really ghetto. It's giving ghetto. And so, with all of these actions and then the unintended consequences of this ghetto leadership, it really does make you wonder, at what point do the people stop buying into this whole concept of the nation? At what point do they realize that they don't have to support any of this? And is that the point where the nation completely breaks apart? It seems like we're getting ever closer to that prophecy that another, several sources have prophesied. So, yeah, all is yet to be seen, but yeah, we'll continue to follow these ghetto progressions and see what happens. So moving on to just like a lighter topic of something that happened to me at an event that I went to. Usually when I go to events, I'm always nice and smiling at folks, and for some reason they want to give you extra something or give you extra something of this, and okay, that's great. So normally you go through the line for food at an event, and the servers, if they like you, they're like, oh, I'm gonna give you a little extra food, and you're like, oh, okay, that's great, and you're like, oh, that person's so nice. Well, this event was a little bit different. All that happened, but then when I get to the table and I sit down and I taste the food, it was so awful. I'm like, this person really hates me. Why would they give me extra food? So it was like a complete 180 in thought process, and I just thought that was funny because that never happened. But it's funny how you think something is so great in one moment, and then something happens to change your perspective, and you're like, oh my gosh, this wasn't so great um, at all. Sort of like the right and their ghetto leaders, but enough picking at them. Hopefully, everyone will come together and realize that we all need each other and we all are our brother's keepers. So I think that's all I really had to say for today. There was one more other topic, but I think I'll save that for another time. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your lattes. Bye now.